Hello, lovely listeners, and good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Jill. Good morning, everyone. Ah, today's energy, oh, or message of the day, however you want to decide how it's going to look for you, has a lot to do with the thoughts, the experiences that basically hold us back. It's like we're being called out on our BS. We're being called out on our lies. We're being called out on the things that we create based off of fear. Oh, and Jill and I were talking on some experiences that we've seen either in ourselves, people around us, and it's flipping amazing what we will conjure up in our brain to stop us from doing something that's actually really good for ourselves.
Hmm.
It's like the stories. I, I'm like, I'm actually dumbfounded by this,
Yeah,
by what we do.
it's because it's like it's so prevalent right now and it's kind of being seen as like, I'll air quote, normal, typical. And it's so not any of that. Like we were not made to create stories and conjure up things that stop us from being alive, from being happy, from being free of fear.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, um, trying to think of a good example without calling people out on their stuff that might be listening.
Yeah, we don't want to put anyone too much in the spotlight. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like water. Water is good for you. We need hydration. Our body's like 70 to 80% water. Okay. We need that for health, healing, all the things. You've heard so much more, so much information about water on how it's good for you. But you will come up with every excuse of why you can't drink water. Well, then it's going to make me go to the bathroom. Oh, you know what? I can't because I'm going to be driving and I don't have time to stop. So I'm not going to drink my water. Or, oh, the flavor of the water. I just can't stand the flavor. Nope, I have to have it bubbly. Why? Something that's super easy and good for you. And you create a story as to why it just will not work for you.
well, not only is it super good for you, like also there's different numbers, but 70 to 80% water.
Yeah.
It just makes zero sense when someone says, I don't like regular water.
Yeah.
I understand, what I mean is I understand it's fine if you don't like it. But at the same time, but there is something in us that definitely has a very strong need and attraction to water in its forms. It's just something that's wired into humans, if you will, right? So that I think is what's so jaw-dropping to us, Kim, is that disconnect. Like if you're, let's go 70%. If you're 70% water, and yet all of this training, all of this belief, all of these stories, even lies of how we don't like something that is not only good for us, but essential to who we are.
Yep.
The disconnection there is jaw-dropping.
Yep.
Now that one doesn't generate fear though.
No. But, the other thing with it is if you don't like water, you're telling yourself you don't like the water inside yourself either.
Exactly.
Okay. So then it's not going to work in your favor. It's not going to do what you need to do. You're not going to pull in the hydration into the cells. So then you're going to be constantly dehydrated, which that can also lead to fear. Oh, interesting how that throws that in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew there was a connection with fear there. And the driving thing keeps coming up. I will say we had conversation about how we've heard from some younger generations that are, closer to that license age or not too terribly far away from it, meaning 6, 8 years. They're afraid to drive. And Kim and I just really don't understand. Like, it's just a straight up deep fear of even getting into a car and driving.
Like Jill and I were saying when we were younger, we could not wait to go. Like, let's go, freedom, independence. Like,
because it's such a ticket
for somebody.
Yeah, it's just a ticket to freedom in most of America because we're a car-based transportation society, And like you were saying, Kim, it's It wasn't because something happened. There's not a big backstory to it. There's not, there wasn't some sort of an accident or something. There's just a fear that we discussed it, Kim. We're like, we can't, again, it's jaw dropping. We're like, where does the fear come from? And they don't even necessarily know. They just know they're in fear around it. Well, there's a set of beliefs. There's a set of things in there that has them disconnected from their own fear. Like, what's the root cause of the fear? If you know that, you might be able to do something about it. But when you're just swept away by the fear, the only thing you have is fear.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's no root cause. And you're like, how? How are we that powerful?
Yeah.
Ooh.
To create a fear with no root cause means you're creating a fear with no solution. You're just getting fear. There's no other option on the table. It's wild. So I think we're saying, please don't do that.
Right? Wow. It's just impressive what we'll do to stop ourselves from experiencing life.
From truly living. And yes, part of life is not knowing. Part of life is the unknown. Part of life is the exhilaration of, let's see what'll happen. And I think we've been really taught now to take, it's not exhilaration, it's fear. Be afraid of this. Be afraid of that. You don't know this. There's so little exhilaration in it that we just go, well, then I'm not going to do stuff. And it's, let's bring back the exhilaration for life.
Exactly. I love that. Bring back to exhilaration for life.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I like that.
Right? That we can smile about. That we hope you can smile about. Our listeners, we hope you can smile about exhilaration. And it's not about being in denial about stuff. It's not. It's really not. It's really just changing your mindset, attitude, opening up to possibilities, right? All these wonderful things that have been talked about for so long now. And it's just time for us to start doing those things.
Ooh. That's feeling way better. My energy is feeling like less in the fear and more in the calm.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing, Kim, was what we said is when we're in the fear, we can't see things.
Yeah, correct.
And when we get in the calm or in exhilaration or any of those more open states, calm states, we can start to see things.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there it is.
And there it is. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Kim.
Yeah. Thank you, Jill. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, and it's a Friday here, so have an exhilarating weekend. An exhilarating day and weekend. Okay. Until next time.